Hey peeps, my name is Naisha and welcome to my channel. Today I'm back on choices and I'm doing the final chapter of Villainous Valentine, chapter 4, The Vampires. Learn how the Crimson Beech and Flagstone Cove covens became so close, very close. I want to give you my thoughts on chapter 4 and then overall what I think of Villainous Valentine as a whole. Also, there will be spoilers, so if you want to watch somebody play this, if you don't have VIP, I suggest you check out Locum Trend 3. I would definitely link his play through of Villainous Valentine. I would definitely link it in the description box below. And also spoilers. Again, spoilers. But if you don't mind spoilers, then continue to hear my lovely voice. Okay. Now, the vampires. Now, if you haven't played Immortal Desires, you probably won't know who I'm talking about. But if you have played Immortal Desires, you know that the vampires is just Lumen and Astoria. You play an ancient vampire. You get to name the ancient vampire. So I'm just gonna go with Anastasia. So Anastasia comes to Crimson Beech to meet with Lumen and Astoria, I guess, to basically talk about their alliance and stuff like that. Anastasia, from what we know about the character that we playing, that you will play, but basically what we know about Anastasia is that she's older than Lumen and Astoria and most vampires from Flagstone and from the two covens in Crimson Beech. So because you hear when you go to the Nexus with Lumen and Astoria, because they are trying to show her around Crimson Beech, you meet up with some of the coven members of each of Lumen and Astoria's coven. You meet up with the coven members and they talk to Anastasia and they be like, "Oh, it's so good to see you." And not only that, but they talk about some of the stories that they heard about Anastasia. And of course, Lumen and Astoria, they are intrigued by Anastasia. Lumen, of course, he's kissing ass, while Astoria, she ain't trying to kiss no ass. She don't care about all that. But it seems like you could pick what you want to do, and it depends on who you favor. This whole chapter 4 is basically you either favoring Lumen or you favoring Astoria. Because Locum 23 doesn't like Lumen. He said, fuck Lumen. He favors Astoria, though I'm going to be honest, fuck her too. Because both of them, I'm just saying, if you play Immortal Desires and you are playing Immortal Desires 2 or you are watching someone playing Immortal Desires 2, you see how annoying Lumen and Astoria are. So again, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this chapter is a dud, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, but like I said, because Locum 23 he favors Astoria over Lumen, we go to Astoria's a bar that her favorite bar and things like that, and we play a bit of pool. Of course, Lumen's kissing ass and Lumen and Astoria are arguing, and Anastasia, she's amused by them bickering like they're siblings and stuff like that. She's amused by it. And of course, during this time, you get to flirt with whoever you want and things like that. And then it takes an interesting turn, just a bit. When Astoria says, let's cut with the chase. You want to go basically, you want to go street racing, basically. And of course, Anastasia, she's intrigued by it and things like that. And so they do street race, especially when it's like, it's all foggy and things like that. And so they can't really see and stuff. And so they have to rely on the other vampire, but they have to rely on the other vampire abilities and stuff like that. And so, again, Astoria and Anastasia, they have a little moment and things like that. Of course, Lumen doesn't want to street race, so he's not doing it. He's just by the sideline and stuff, just watching it, I'm assuming. But, like, after they finish street racing, of course, they win. They get back to Lumen, and of course, they're bickering and stuff because now is a time where I don't know how you would describe it, because I was like, vampires don't sleep, so it's like, it's like, I guess it's time for like a nightcap. It's time for a nightcap. And of course, Astoria and Lumen, they're bickering, trying to figure out who house Anastasia should go to. Of course, Anastasia goes to Astoria house, and of course, her and Astoria, like, they get down, they get intimate and stuff. And then after they have their little intimate, it's time for Anastasia to go, and of course, she kissed Astoria, and of course, that's how it ends with, Anastasia going back to Flagstone Cove. And yeah, that's basically chapter 4. Basically, Lumen and Astoria bickering who should, like, show Anastasia where to go, and then ends up with Anastasia picking Astoria over Lumen, them being intimate, and then she bouncing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, because of the love interests in this chapter, this is whack. Chapter 4 is whack to me. Like, I was watching and I was bored. Like, I couldn't imagine having to play this. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I couldn't imagine having to play this, especially after you finish playing chapter 3, which was cutesy in my opinion, because it's adorable. I'm gonna be honest. When Olivia thinks she's big and bad, I find it very adorable, because it's like she'd be like so intimidating, and then next thing she's just blushing and stuff when someone makes her blush. I think it's adorable, like, and stuff like that. But anyway, so it's like when you come off a chapter that is cutesy, and then you come to this chapter and it's like lame, whack. It's like, because it's like, first of all, in my opinion, there was nothing interesting. The only thing that was interesting to me was Anastasia. Like, I'm telling you, the vampire that you get to play, like, sounds interesting, because again, when you are in Crimson Beech and you meet the other, like, members, and the other members know Anastasia, and they talk to Anastasia, and they talk about, like, different little stories that, like, different things that happened to Anastasia. It sounds like she has an interesting life. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I wanted to know more about Anastasia than this whole little thing that we was having. Like, I didn't care about Lumen and Astoria. I wanted to know more about Anastasia, because, like, Pixelberry made her an interesting character and stuff like that. And so I was just like, again, was not interested in this. It was bland. It was lame. It wasn't my cup of tea. I don't think this would be anybody's cup of tea, because Lewin and the story is so fucking annoying. And I kid you not. If people who have played Immortal Desires would truly know like exactly what I mean. They're annoying. They're so freaking annoying, because every single little thing is like, damn, like, you can't catch a break because of their asses. And then when you do save their asses, it still don't seem like it's enough. But we'll get into that when I talk about Immortal Desires too. But again, this chapter 4 wasn't appealing at all. And overall, Villainous Valentine's, I would have to give the whole thing, well, I'm going to be honest, this chapter, I would give it a 1 out of 5 stars, because that's how much I didn't care for it. Again, the only interesting thing was Anastasia. That's it. But Villainous Valentine as a whole, like chapter 1 through 4, I give it a 2 out of 5 stars. I give it 2 out of 5 stars and stuff, because the only 2 chapters that was interesting was the first and the third. However, the second and fourth chapter just brings it all the way down, in my opinion. But this is just my opinion. I kind of wish that, like, my thing is, if they was going to do like a Valentine theme short story, I would have preferred like a what if Valentine. And what I mean by that is any character that we like in, because I'm pretty sure there's like a favorite character in like any of these books that people prefer more than the main love interest. Like, for example, like, if I would prefer if they did like a what if, like from the Cursed Heart 2, you could have did Jack. Excuse me. Ooh. Allergies. But yeah, from the Cursed Heart 2, you could have did Jack. Jack would have been like, perfect to do a what if with. From First Come Love, that guy, I think his name was Lance, like, basically, instead of like, what if instead of us going for Blake, we actually gave Lance a chance? You feel me? And same thing with the Billionaire Baby. What if we just say no to Cole, but get with Josh? That type of situation, like what if and stuff like that. For certain books, like, and another one, and this would be a good one, Untainable. The guy that is Kit's rival, I forgot his name, but again, like, he would be a good what if. That's what I'm saying. See, I named 4 interesting characters that people probably wouldn't mind doing the Valentine to. And that's Jack, Lance, Josh, and the other guy that I mentioned. And a 5th one, if I'm being honest, if you want to do something cutesy and stuff. I know in Immortal Desires you have Libby and stuff like that, so that could be like a cutesy what if, but like, let's not do anything, let's keep that one PG. If I'm being honest, like, let's keep that one PG. That is like a teenager and stuff like that. Let's keep that PG. Okay. Are who else? Um who else could we do a what if? Oh, this would be funny. Becca would be a good one. She's from First Comes Love. She is like Blake's ex and stuff, with Blake's girlfriend, the intern ex and stuff. Again, like I said, I would have preferred like a what if Valentine short stories than opposed to Villainous, because no one wants to date. If I'm being honest, all the villains from Choices, no one wants to date. This is just my opinion. I'm just saying, like, no shade to anyone who do love the villains. I'm gonna be honest, Choices villains, they're not dateable. They're really not. They are not dateable. I'm. I'm serious. They are not dateable at all. I feel like the only one that's probably dateable is that vampire from the ancient vampire from Bloodbound um book 4, like that powerful ancient vampire from Bloodbound book 4. I feel like she'd probably be the only one that's dateable, but anyone else, no, absolutely not. Like, I'm thinking of all the villains, and yeah, not a single one is dateable. So yeah, but yeah, that's my thoughts of, like, basically Villainous Valentine, and also what I would have preferred them to do instead. Again, I would have preferred a what if more than a Villainous Valentine and things like that. And Olivia could have been in the what if and stuff, because again, I'm gonna be honest with you, my unpopular opinion, I never really saw Olivia as a villain. Like, I'm sorry, everything she didn't scream, oh, she's a villain. It screamed rival, but it didn't scream villain. She wasn't evil. She was realistic. Let's be honest. Like, if we was vying for our loves, affection, and attention, we would do the same thing. It's like, if Olivia's a villain, then what is our main character? You feel me? Because we was doing the same shit that Olivia was doing. If you think about, unless you took the high road, now if you took the high road, you're not a villain. But if you did not take the high road, like if you was dirty, like Olivia was dirty, then again, you in the same boat she was in. So it's like, again, I don't see Olivia as a villain. That's another reason why I gave this whole thing a one star out of 5, because again, I don't see Olivia as a villain. Like, everything she did, like, she was being real. Like, like, there were moments where I agree with her. Like, I didn't see anything wrong with her. Now, the Empress, Radiance, and Lumen and Astoria, now, yeah, them motherfuckers, villains all day. And, well, I'm gonna be honest, Lumen and Astoria, not really villains, they just annoying and stuff like that, but I can understand why they would be called villains. They just annoy the crap out of me. I feel like Lumen is more of a villain than Astoria, but I still don't like Astoria, so it's what it is. But that's what I think about Villainous Valentine. I give it a 1 out of 5 stars. Let me know what you guys in the comments below think. Do you, like, if you have watched somebody played it, or if you have played it, what did you think about Villainous Valentine? Did you like it? If so, which chapter was your favorite and why? Because I really want to know if people have favorite. I'm pretty sure I know what people's favorite are. Olivia. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. What? I ain't saying nothing. But again, I think I know. I think I know who people's favorite are. But if your favorite is not Olivia and someone else, yeah, I really want to know. Like, I'm interested to know what you guys' favorite chapters are. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please tune again to the next video. Until next time, see ya!